What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and in my last video, we talked about these flyers that Amber Turd's friends or supporters allegedly left on people's cars outside of the courthouse at the Johnny Depp trial. Now, those flyers are hard for the average person to understand. Even me, I was looking at the flyer like, what type of psychotic witches would write this type of stuff? But long story short, the flyers were about bots, online bots. For those of you who do not know what bots are, basically bots are like fake social media accounts. And you could buy them or pay for them, and you could program them with certain messages and certain things to say, and then send them out into the world to wreak havoc online, if you will. In fact, a lot of the political discourse in this country over the past few years is totally fueled by bots. When you go online and you see a lot of this woke, crazy nonsense being pushed, and you're like, man, there's a lot of people supporting this weird nonsense online, but then you go outside in the real world and you don't see anyone really talking about any of that, it's because a lot of that is being pushed by bots. Now, Amber Turd is accusing Johnny Depp of buying bots and using them to attack her and others. And no, I don't think that is true. Not by any stretch of the means. I can spot bots pretty well, although they are getting better. They are adapting. It's gotten to the point that these bots can have full-blown conversations with you. But I don't believe this for one bit. I believe that she is accusing him of this, of course, because the public opinion is on Johnny's side, and it's not on AH's side at all. And she knows that. So the only thing she could do is try to accuse all of the support of being fake. Johnny doesn't need Twitter bots. Johnny doesn't need Instagram bots to defend him. Johnny has a big, loyal fan base of not just people who are ride or die with him, but of casual people like me. I've watched Johnny Depp movies all my life. He's always been one of, if not my favorite actor. You know, I've always said that he's probably one of the most talented actors out there. But I'm not like a fangirl over him, like crying, you know, looking at pictures of him all day. I'm more casual. However, in a situation like this, you're damn right I'm going to step up and let my voice be heard to defend Johnny. So when AH's team, they left these flyers on people's cars, they were doing that to not only sabotage this trial, but to sway public opinion. They thought that these flyers would somehow, in some way, work in their favor. But now that is not the case. Because now the mainstream media has picked up on this. And in fact, it looks like everything that AH is accusing Johnny of is actually what she's guilty of. And you know, people who are guilty of things, they often project their guiltiness onto other people. Like people who do horrible things, often they accuse other people of doing the same things they do. I don't know why people act like that, why their minds work like that, but that's how people work more often than not. But because of this flyer that was left on these people's cars, the mainstream media picked up on it and they did some investigating. And I gotta believe that they looked into this to help Amber out. They looked into this to help Amber Turd out. But it wound up backfiring. And the information that they found was totally conflicting what Amber was saying. Nearly 11% of all Twitter accounts participating in discourse surrounding Johnny Depp's defamation trial against his ex-wife Amber Turd are inauthentic, new research shows. The majority of those inauthentic accounts are supportive of Heard. There you have it, folks. The majority of these online bots, they are in support of Heard. Who do you think paid for those bots? So it turns out AH basically just accused Johnny of what she's doing. The majority of those inauthentic accounts are supportive of Heard, while most authentic accounts are supportive of Depp. According to an analysis of 2,300 Twitter profiles conducted by Sabra, a tech company dedicated to improving online distance by detecting inauthentic behavior online. Whenever there's a lot of people involved, there's always going to be some level of additional inauthentic conversation going on around the topic, Sabra CEO Dan Brammy says, adding that the behavior is usually about drawing financial interest or some sort of status or political interest. You know, these bots, they aren't just out there talking about stuff for no reason. These bots are paid for by actors, actresses, politicians, people who are trying to sway the public discourse, you know, if for financial gains or political gains, what have you. Bad actors determine what subjects will be their prey based on the attention certain topics receive online. About 11% of the 2,300 total accounts discussing the trial and analyzed by Sabra seemed inauthentic. Researchers determined which accounts appear to be inauthentic based on the other users that they are interacting with, what material users post or engage with, what time they share their content, and so on. Algorithms can now detect accounts that may be inauthentic based on their social media behavior. So basically, computer algorithms have advanced to the point where they know if there's another computer on the other end of this account or if it's a real person, because real people and computers, they act a little different. And when you're online, you have to be careful, because I go online every day and I see people having full-blown conversations with bots. And I'm just like, do you not realize that you're talking to a fake account? It's funny because a lot of guys, they get added by these random bot catfish pages, and it's just like a woman in a swimsuit. She has 0 friends, 0 followers, 1 picture, and then you'll see like 20 guys commenting under her picture telling her how hot she is. It's like, dude, none of y'all realize that this is a fake account? So a lot of these bot accounts, they're like so obviously fake. But some are getting better at adapting and kind of like fitting in. And in 2022, people are so ridiculous, it's hard to really figure out, like, is this person really being serious, or is this just a robot that was paid to promote some type of weird nonsense? While 11% may not seem like much, it is about on par with the percentage of inauthentic accounts that participated in elections and wars. So 11% of this discourse going on around Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, they're bot accounts, they're fake accounts. 11%, when they're saying it doesn't sound like much, but in fact, 11% is a whole freaking lot. Like, this is right up on par with the amount of bot accounts that are used during, you know, the elections. This is right on par with the amount of bot accounts that were used during the recent election between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. This is the amount of bot accounts that are being used by Russia and Ukraine for this war that's going on. And a lot of people have been asking me why I stopped covering that. Well, largely due to all of the propaganda that's being pushed by bots. The average inauthenticity usually ranges between 3 to 5%, the CEO explained. So averagely, for a certain situation, it's like 3 to 5% fake accounts. With the Johnny Depp situation, it's all the way up to 11%. So they're putting in overtime here, folks. Meaning the 11% of inauthentic accounts engaging in Depp v. Heard discourse is about 3 to 4 times higher than the percentage of inauthentic accounts engaged in other topics of interest. Brammy added that there was a very clear distinction between inauthentic accounts promoting pro-Depp content and pro-Turd content. We didn't just analyze Johnny Depp as a word and Amber Turd as another word, because it would be difficult to skim through that data efficiently. Instead, the company sifted through accounts using relevant hashtags, such as I stand with Amber Turd, boycott Johnny Depp, I said that like I was from Boston. Justice for Johnny Depp, and so on. Of the 2,300 accounts, most of the real accounts shared pro-Depp content using hashtags such as Justice for Johnny Depp, Boycott Amber Turd, and Amber Turd is a liar. The top inauthentic pro-Depp amount received almost 20,000 shares on one post. Meanwhile, most of the accounts sharing pro-Heard content were inauthentic fan pages using hashtags like Justice for Amber Turd, Justice for Amber Turd, Johnny Depp is a liar, and so on. The profiles were analyzed and they were engaged in Depp v. Heard discussions on Twitter between March and April 16th, the first week of the trial that is expected to last for several weeks. So, most of the accounts, like literally most of the accounts, this is what this says. This isn't coming out of my mouth. They are saying that most of the accounts that are sharing pro-Heard content are inauthentic. They're inauthentic fan pages. They're like, it's really complex. You have to be part of like online discourse a lot to understand what's really going on here. But I see this all the time. There's these pages, Twitter accounts, Facebook accounts, what have you. Half the time it's like a cartoon or something that they use for their profile picture. They have like 0 followers and they only chime in on things like this. They're bot accounts, and they're called fan pages because often, like these movie companies, they'll buy a bunch of bot accounts and you'll think like, oh man, this movie's popular. Look at all these fan pages of people who are fans of this Marvel movie or whatever. In reality, these are just fake profiles. So most of the people that are supporting AH online are fake. And I mean, I'm not surprised. It's hard to even find them. It's hard to find the AH supporters, but I see that they're out there. Some of them have hopped in my DMs and they weren't happy about my videos. Now, the vice president of Cyber says that the researchers were surprised by their findings. It was previously pretty unlikely that we thought we would be having a conversation about misinformation when it comes to a Johnny Depp topic. Elections, yes. Wars, yes. But actually now, when it comes to celebrity topics, we are finding ourselves, why are they talking like this? I'm sorry, the way this person is talking is weird. We're looking at topics more and more covering everyday celebrity topics. So I guess that was a typo there. Then he continued, we can now pretty confidently say that there isn't a topic in the news at the moment or any topic that is being discussed on social media that isn't being touched by the challenge and the issue of disinformation and fake profiles propagating and having an impact on the conversation in a negative way. So yeah, like I stated at the beginning of this video, online bots are a problem. This whole talk about misinformation, I think we have to be careful when tiptoeing around that, because I'm noticing that misinformation is like this new key phrase that people like to use when you're really spreading the truth. Like, the mainstream media will lie all day and it's considered news, but if a normal person breaks the news and tells the truth, it's considered misinformation. So I don't even like the word misinformation. You have your facts and you have your lies. I don't think misinformation is super dangerous. I think what's dangerous is that we have a society of people who have no common sense and can't decipher between what's obviously fake and what's obviously real. So misinformation is a word that's going to be used against us in many ways, and it's already being used against us every day. So I don't want to talk about any of this misinformation nonsense. Yes, there are bots out there, and they're spreading, Amber Turd propaganda, and they're all in favor of Amber Turd, but that's not causing anyone with a sane mind to be like, oh, wait, this Twitter bot said that Amber Turd's really the victim. You know what? I gotta go along with that. No, it's just annoying. Like, you look at these bots and you're like, man, goddamn, where are all the real people? So this misinformation crap, I want to steer clear from that. But yes, this exposes Amber Turd for the fraud that she is. Once a freaking again. You know, I have a feeling that over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be ranting a lot. Because this woman is just, the things that she does, it's out there in the open and she gets caught like every freaking time. And now, these flyers and trying to tell everyone that Johnny's whole fan base is just a bunch of bots is backfiring on her, because come to find out, 99% of these accounts in support of Johnny Depp, they're real. But most of the accounts supporting Amber Turd are fake. So now it's exposed that not only is Amber Turd buying followers, buying bots, buying these online accounts to try to defend herself, but she's also accusing Johnny Depp of doing the same thing, knowing damn good and well that that's not the case, and knowing damn good and well that she is guilty of what she is blaming Johnny for. And you know what? This right here shows what type of person Amber Turd is. And if she would do this, if she would blame Johnny for something that he didn't do, but something that she is currently doing, then what does that tell you about this whole case? That in reality, Johnny was the victim here all along. All of these things that she's claiming Johnny did, those are things that she did to Johnny. All of this, I hate not being able to say these words. All of these physical altercations that she's blaming on Johnny, no, that was all you, Amber Turd. Just like all of these Twitter bots and Instagram bots, they're all you, Amber Turd. You could keep blaming Johnny for everything that you're trying to do behind the scenes, but you're going to get caught. You're going to get exposed. Too many people are waking up to the reality. Too many people are paying attention to this case. And now you got someone like me on the case as well, and I'm going to call you out every chance I get, because this type of shit does not slide with me. But I want to know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. If you would like to support the channel, you could do so via CashApp, or you could become a channel member today. But as always, I'll talk to you on the next video.